Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is January 3rd, and I am back at home today. Good to be back here. I'm going to do a little bit of an abbreviated forecast here today just because I got a lot to take care of. So let's just dive into things here. Right now, we're looking at the combination of Doppler radars. You can see the frontal system moving across Southern California here now, kind of pivoting across Oceanside, San Diego, to some of the desert areas, bringing some rain to Las Vegas there as well. We've got some winter storm warnings here continuing for some of the Sierra Nevada. It's going to go on in through tonight. Some winter weather advisories will do the same for Nevada, portions of Arizona, Southern California out there. And we're going to be dealing with some pretty chilly air here over the next couple of weeks. So the air is going to be cold enough. How much moisture will these systems have to deal with? That's what we're going to be trying to figure out here as we go through the next couple of weeks here. Let's just go ahead and look at the visible/infrared satellite imagery. And you can see that cold air in the frontal system draped across Southern California up towards Las Vegas as well. And again, very cold air back across the Pacific Ocean to some western Alaska here. And eventually we're going to drop this down again, and we're going to bring another round of snowfall here across the state as we go on later through the period. We'll look at that in some detail. You can see this goes through tonight here through 10 p.m. Wednesday here. The heaviest was last night here, but you could get some additional snow and some gusty winds out there as well, so watch out for that. This was updated very early this morning by the National Weather Service Sacramento. The hazardous waves return this week. Southwest California, it's going to go for pretty much the entire California coastline again. Not quite as crazy as last round, but still you could have some beach erosion and just dangerous surf conditions out there. And when it correlates with the high tide is when things tend to be the worst. This is updated yesterday afternoon. And here we go. Quick look at the waves here. You can see that action returning here as we go on in through the day today and on in through tomorrow. A little bit of a break as we go through Thursday and Friday. The waves return here. We're going to go back and forth between some of this wave action here as we go on in through the next week to 10-day time period. As you can see, multiple rounds of some elevated wave action and surf action, mainly out of the northwest here as we go through the next 10 days or so. Winter weather advisory here. You can see this does include the I-5 corridor. Just wanted to point that out. You're traveling back and forth there. The Grapevine, I-5, just heads up. This goes through 4 a.m. Thursday morning out there. Allow yourself some extra time. This is the NAM 3KM. So this was as of actually right now. And you can see some of the snowfall still going on across some of the Sierra Nevada, the frontal system moving across, bringing some snow to northern Arizona as well. Some rainfall to the lower elevations out there. And finally, this pushes off as we go through tomorrow afternoon. Now, this is moving off to the east here. Just some residual showers across much of the state. But then we've got cold air again arriving here, and we're going to look at that in a moment. If you want a nice, affordable home weather station, click on that link down below, 10% off as well. It's been a while since I brought this up here, but yeah, if you guys want a nice, affordable station, it's got all solar powered, all wireless. Highly recommend that station. Now, taking a look at the European as of yesterday afternoon, you can see the system that brought the snowfall, the winter storm warnings there, and we're now pushing off into the afternoon hours, about 4 p.m. today, and you can see the system sliding off to the east. Another impulse here, clipping at Northern California as we go through the day tomorrow. Not too big of a deal here, but then the cooler air mass starts to arrive, and we bring our next system down here as we go through the day Saturday. You can see Saturday morning starting to impinge on Northern California here, sliding down another good round, possibly across some of the Sierra Nevada as far as snowfall is concerned. It does weaken as it starts to move down towards Southern California, but it does show some light precipitation being had across some of the coastal areas here as well. And look at much of the west, get some nice snowfall, northern Arizona, some in New Mexico also. And then another system rolls through here as the early portion of next week, and then another very potent system here as Arctic air mass tries to push it down across portions of western Canada here, down across the western USA, and you can kind of see that a little bit moisture start here for California, but again, we got plenty of time to watch that. We'll see how this storm system trends for the time being. Now, looking at the northern hemisphere, you got the Hawaiian Islands, you got California, you got Alaska here, this Japan way over here, you can see Africa over here, so you're looking at the North Pole right there, and this is the storm system currently going through over the state of California. You see that one pushing out there, get a little bit of a break here, that weak weak impulse kind of slides through and reinforces that trough. And then the next round of cold air drives down as we go through this weekend. You can see the western portion of the USA very chilly at this point. And then we've got some colder air here, as you can see, across Canada. Tries to reach out, come down through the Pacific Northwest, which would try to include California here through the extended forecast. Models have been showing this from time to time. Things still are going to be changing at this time frame here, but you can see very chilly air mass setting up across portions of North America, which could include Western North America as well. And we'll continue to watch this and get a little bit closer here because there's some pretty interesting fantasy runs out here. So yeah, we'll be watching that for sure, and we'll be breaking this down day by day. Here's looking at 24-hour snow, and this is the control run as of last night. This is the last system that came through. So you can see that pushes through. Weak impulse kind of slides down through Nevada here. Then we come into Saturday morning. You can see the snow return to Northern California. And then as we go to Saturday afternoon, you can see it starting to impinge on the Sierra Nevada again. We're going to be talking about past level snowfall again, probably winter weather advisories at least, potentially some winter storm warnings here as we go through the day Saturday on into very early Sunday morning here. And then that system will finally start to push out again. And then we're going to have additional systems after that. But again, moisture might be a little bit tough to come by at times, but we'll look at that now on the GFS, a little bit longer range version here. And this is the 12Z run. So here we go. We're going on in towards Saturday here, and you can see that snow start to come down. This will be Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening, Saturday night. So again, by the time you get towards Saturday afternoon, you're going to start to get some of those increased travel conditions, increased difficulty travel conditions across the Sierra Nevada. And we're going to scroll through this weekend. We'll scroll out towards next week to see what the GFS has, and you can see another round of snowfall potentially mid and later next week, and then maybe another one after that. Again, depending on just the track and just how much cold air spills down across the west coast, how much of that will come out over the water, what kind of troughing are we going to get, what kind of ridge is going to set up over the Pacific Ocean, out over the Gulf of Alaska. A lot of good questions here. Those are the details we're going to be studying here closely over the next few days. 6 to 10 day precipitation probability outlook. And again, take this with a grain of salt because these systems are going to be chilly here. They may not be totally moisture packed, but we'll watch that here over the next few days. This is the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, and look at this bullseye here for below average temperatures here. Just kind of centered on Arizona, but definitely covering much of California, Nevada, Utah, and New Mexico as well. So yeah, interesting stuff coming up, folks. We definitely have that pattern change. Things are going to get colder than normal. We really have a nice chance to build up some of the snowpack here over the next week to 2 week time frame here, and then some of the models are showing maybe the jet stream returning here well through the second half of January, but we'll worry about that as we get closer to it. Anyway, glad to be back home here. A lot of stuff to take care of here, so I'm going to try to get on that and get my forecast ready for tomorrow so we can really dive into the details. And of course, we'll have more information from the weather models, and we'll be able to paint a clearer picture on what is to come. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. Enjoy that snowfall if you're out across the Sierra Nevada here, and we've got more to come. And hopefully, we continue this precipitation. We've had a nice run of storms here across much of the state of California, and watch out for some ponding on the roadways as that frontal system clears Los Angeles, San Diego, portions of Las Vegas here, off through western Arizona as we go through the day today. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. We'll do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.